Here we are not talking about just one transit of Saturn, but also not one, but two transits of Jupiter and two transits of Rahu and Ketu. And hence this could be one of the most important videos for you over the next 2.5 years.
Subscribe to my channel and please press the bell icon so that you get to know when my latest video has come. And to learn more and to find a video relevant to you, please do check out my videos list.
Hello, namaskar and adab to all my friends. From your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. This is a very important video which will be applicable over the next 2.5 years, roughly close to 2 years and 9 to 10 months surely. One is Saturn is about to transit into the sign of Pisces end of March, or you can say beginning of April. So this is an important transit because Saturn going into the Pisces sign happens once in roughly 28.5 years, more than 28 years surely. So for some of you, it may be a Saturn return if Saturn is placed in the Pisces sign in your chart. Other than that, there is also going to be the Sadesati impact on the Sadesati finishing for Capricorn sign people, Sadesati going into the setting period for Aquarius sign people, but Sadesati being the peak period for Pisces sign people and the beginning or the rising sign of Sadesati for Aries sign people. So this is a very important video for them as well. However, in this video, we are not going to cover just Saturn's transit into Pisces, but also what will happen when Jupiter's transit is going to happen first in Gemini sign, and then we will also cover Jupiter's transit into the Cancer sign. Similarly, we will not only capture Rahu and Ketu's transit into the Aquarius sign and Leo sign, which is going to happen in May, along with Jupiter's transit into Gemini, but we will also cover Rahu and Ketu's transit into the sign of Capricorn and Cancer later on, towards the end of 2026. So we are going to cover both the aspects of Saturn's own transit into the Pisces sign and the dynamics along with Saturn's influence on Pisces sign and its aspect on Taurus sign, Virgo sign and Sagittarius sign. Also the combined effect of Rahu, Ketu and Jupiter's transit as well. So let's jump in and see for each of the rising sign people, for Saturn's transit into Pisces, what will be the ensuing probabilities and possibilities for you. Now for Aries rising sign people, Saturn will be transiting into your Pisces sign. So what is very critical for Aries sign people is Saturn rules both the 10th house of career and the 11th house of society, social masses, societal concerns as well. Saturn will be aspecting with its third aspect, your second house, the money sign of Taurus. So here, while Saturn is in the 12th house of waste and excess and aspecting the Taurus sign, the money sign, obviously money, livelihood, income, your ability to be able to save money will also be under question. Now the good thing for at least the initial transit of Jupiter and Gemini and Rahu and Ketus into Aquarius and Leo sign respectively is at least during that period, none of the planets are influencing Saturn in any way, neither through aspect or neither through a conjunction. However, Saturn is placed in Jupiter's sign of Pisces and aspecting with its 10th aspect the other sign of Jupiter, which is the Sagittarius sign. So Saturn's influence will be very strong on Jupiter's both the signs and also on the money sign, the second house, which Jupiter is the Karaka of. So obviously income, livelihood connected to long distance travel, connected to foreign lands, connected to any vocation or job that you're doing in an individual capacity. For example, if you're in a manufacturing sector where you are on the assembly line, where your job is just to make one component and pass it on, or you're in armed forces, or you're in the healthcare sector, for all of it, you will find that Saturn's influence on the 10th house by virtue of it being the rulership of the 10th house of career and the 11th house of wishes and desires and going into the 12th house, which means a number of your wishes and desires will come mostly where you are in an individual role capacity or in a foreign land, or with foreign consultants, or in a secluded, isolated kind of a work. However, these 2.5 years, surely for Aries rising sign people, money will be stable. There will also be a chance that you may get a good stable increment especially if you have really worked hard. So for Aries rising sign people, this is surely going to be a good time for increments, for enhancement of money, for increment of also your roles and designation at work if you have really worked hard. And Jupiter transiting into your Gemini sign will also bring its own results, where communication will be the key. Why I'm talking about Jupiter here? Because Saturn is in the Pisces sign in transit and is aspecting with the 10th aspect, the career aspect, on the Sagittarius sign, the 9th house of learning, experiences, situation learning. So communication will be enhanced, or anything related to long distance travel, work, individual capacity in foreign lands is very enhanced. So communication is the key. How you carry yourself will be the key. Secondly, Saturn's 7th aspect is going to be on the 6th house. So Saturn will help you to overcome competition, to be able to score over competition if you have really worked hard. So this is going to be the situation till June 2026. Now in June 2026, you will have Jupiter transiting into the Cancer sign. And because Jupiter will be transiting into the Cancer sign in June 2026, then the dynamics will change. First, for the first 5 months from June 2026 till December 2026, when Rahu and Ketu will also transit into the Capricorn sign and Cancer sign respectively. Now, why are the dynamics changing from June 2026 onwards? Because firstly, Jupiter's aspect will be now on Saturn from June onwards till June 2027. So between June 2026 to June 2027, Jupiter will remain in the Cancer sign roughly at the same time or almost same time when Jupiter and Saturn will make the next transit, when Saturn will transit into the Aries sign and Jupiter will transit into the Leo sign in June 2027. So till then, from June 2006 onwards, Jupiter's 9th aspect will be on Saturn. Now this is a more balanced aspect because of two reasons. One, Saturn is placed in the Pisces sign ruled by Jupiter and aspects the other sign of Sagittarius. But now Jupiter is also aspecting Saturn back, so there is a balance. So here, Saturn rules your 10th house of career, but now Rahu in December 2026 is going to enter the 10th house of career. So what will happen is Rahu will be enhancing your hunger, your greed for better results. However, Saturn will also be controlling the 10th house because it has the rulership. However, the good thing for Aries sign people is both Saturn's 7th aspect will be on the 6th house, Rahu's 9th aspect will be on the 6th house. So what will happen is the aspect of Saturn and Rahu both on the 6th house of service will enhance your ability to really grow. Rahu will give you the energy and the hunger and growth and the expansion in career, and Saturn will help you overcome the competition. So that will be a better placement for you. The challenge will be on making assets because Ketu will also transit into the 4th house in Cancer sign. So what will happen is Jupiter will expand at least one important notion or component or area of the 4th house, but Ketu will absorb everything else except allow one area. Now that area could be making assets in terms of more properties or improvement of home or buying new conveniences. So for example, if you buy a new home, then every other asset which is connected to daily conveniences, home improvement and all, that will get stagnated, or you may improve those but you may not add too many conveniences there. So if you buy a new car, then maybe you may not buy a new house, but you may improve the house, you may move into a new house, you may take a better house on rent because Jupiter is still there. So those results will come. The other thing is Rahu's 5th aspect will be on your 2nd house on the Taurus sign, where Saturn's 3rd aspect is also there. So this will enhance your ability to earn money through service, through your job, through your career. So keep your eyes open. Be ready to work hard so that you are acknowledged, you are appreciated, and you get the opportunity for growth and high income. So surely for Aries rising sign people, Saturn's transit into the Pisces sign is bringing a plethora of opportunities, is creating new dynamics for you, or new avenues for you also. So make use of it. Really work hard over the next 2.5 years. Also keep in mind how the transits are moving through the different houses to be able to take complete gains from this placement. Now for Taurus sign people, Saturn will be moving into your 11th house, the house of wishes and desires. But Saturn is ruling your 10th house of career as well as your 9th house of gains, high learning, high experiences, learning from your experiences. So Saturn moving or transiting into the Pisces sign is going to continue to affect your 9th house of higher learning, experiences, long distance travel, but also your 10th house of career, but going into the 11th house of wishes and desires. Also for foreign lands to an extent, because Pisces sign also rules the 12th house in the Kalpurush Kundi. So here, Saturn going into the 11th house will be aspecting the Lagna for the Taurus sign people and the money sign, then the 5th house with its 7th aspect and the 8th house with its 10th aspect. So Saturn will be aspecting the Lagna, which means if you have really worked hard, then Saturn will help you enhance through your career, through growth, through new role changes, or even a change of job to enhance your stature in society if you have really worked hard. So this is a good and important phase for Taurus sign people, because Saturn is a very strong yoga karaka for Taurus sign people, ruling both the 9th house and the 10th house. So this is good news for Taurus sign people. There is going to be enhancement, there is going to be growth, unless your horoscope is really badly placed, very strongly afflicted. Surely raise in stature, raise in designation, raise in growth is surely there. And then Saturn's 7th aspect is on the 5th house, the 5th house of change. Why is the 5th house of change? Because the 5th house is the 8th house to the 10th house. So change is also in the offing, especially Mercury is strongly placed in your natal chart. Then most of your wishes and desires from earning, because Mercury also the 2nd house, and your 5th house of change will also be resulting. And because Saturn also aspects with its 10th aspect the Sagittarius sign while placed in the sign of Pisces, so Jupiter's results will also be affected here. Now the good thing is Jupiter will be transiting into the sign of Gemini from May onwards. So Jupiter will be enhancing your ability to earn more, to enhance your income, to enhance your livelihood as well. So this is a good placement for Taurus sign people, because Jupiter also rules your 11th house of wishes and desires, but also the 8th house. So especially for those people whose careers are connected to the 8th house, denotations like insurance, taxation, audits, IT, drama, mining, petroleum, analytics, connected to research, all these areas, wealth management, ability to deal in other people's money, all these 8th house denotations are very strongly denoted for Taurus sign people, and Jupiter for these people, or even manufacturing, will give you fantastic results, enhancement in your income, enhancements in your change, new role changes, new career changes are going to be there. However, these results are going to be there for you till June 2026. In June 2026, Jupiter will be transiting into your 3rd house in the Cancer sign. And there the dynamics will slightly change. Why will the dynamics change? Because now Jupiter will be aspecting Saturn with its 9th aspect. And in 5 months after that, roughly end of December, Ketu will also be transiting into the Cancer sign, and Rahu will be transiting into the Capricorn sign. And now Jupiter and Ketu both will be aspecting Saturn with their 9th aspect, and Rahu will be aspecting 2 other houses where Saturn also aspects. For example, Rahu will also be aspecting the Lagna, where Saturn also aspects with his 5th aspect, and Rahu will also be aspecting with the 9th aspect, the 5th house, which Saturn is also aspecting. So from June 2026 onwards, first from Jupiter, and end of the year of 2026 by Rahu and Ketu, new dynamics will be in place. So now with Jupiter and Ketu both aspecting Saturn, from the 3rd house of communication, self-enterprise, marketing, ability to influence other short journeys. So one component of the third house will surely be allowed because Jupiter will be expanding it. So one area Jupiter will surely give you very good results, fantastic results, especially for people who are doing the self-enterprise, something of their own. This is an expansion period for you. However, the other areas of the third house may be affected. For example, if communication is strongly enhanced, then your ability to be able to do short distance travel may not be giving you those many fruits because Ketu will be absorbing the results of that house. So one component surely will be enhanced, the other components you will have to work harder through the year from December 2026 till the end of 2027. And because Rahu will be aspecting the Lagna, so yeah, from end of the year 2026 onwards, there will be heightened motivation in you to do very well, to climb up the career ladder, especially in foreign lands, because Jupiter is connected to foreign lands and will be transiting into the 9th house of long distance travel. So those people who have any connection with foreign lands, foreign companies, foreign clients, foreign businesses, any direct or indirect connection, you will do very well. The other thing is Rahu is also aspecting the 5th house along with Saturn. So change is surely in the air. And a good change with heightened career, role, money, designation, everything is in the air because for Taurus sign people, Saturn is a Yoga Karaka, being the 9th and the 10th house ruler. So overall, the period for Taurus sign people when Saturn transits into the Pisces sign overall brings you very good news, good results. This will bring you new opportunities and will also create new dynamics also for you. The important thing for you is to continue to work hard, continue to persevere, continue to be patient and use the energies of Saturn's transit and then Jupiter and Rahu and Ketu's transit to your advantage. Now for Gemini rising sign people, Saturn will be transiting into your 10th house while Saturn rules your 8th house and your 9th house. So for the first 1 year or so, Saturn will be alone in the Pisces sign with no influence on it of either Jupiter or Rahu or Ketu, either through conjunction or through aspect. So Saturn has a field year for the entire 1 year till next year, June, till June 2026. None of the other entities, the larger entities, are affecting Saturn. So Saturn will give its results in full form, in full flow. So what will Saturn do for you till June 2026? Saturn rules the 8th house and the 9th house and is will be transiting into the 10th house. So firstly, career connected to the 8th house will be enhanced, but through learning, through higher learning, higher education. So those people who will be who have high qualifications, who have done their masters or will be doing your masters in this year or will be going for some educational qualification, for them results will be fantastic because higher learning will bring you higher role, higher designation and higher stature. Also Saturn will be giving you good results because Saturn is the Karaka of the Pisces sign, the 12th house. Pisces sign is the 12th house of the Kalpurush Kundli. And so career related to research, analytics, everything connected to the 8th house will be very good, especially connected to higher learning and your ability to use up your experiences and continue to educate yourself over the next 1 year also. So those results will come. This is also enhanced because Saturn will be aspecting the Taurus sign, the money sign in the 12th house. So Saturn is expanding the result that you get from foreign lands, foreign clients, working in foreign organizations or anything connected to foreign connections. The other thing is Saturn is aspecting with the 7th aspect, the 4th house. So assets are improving, ability to increase assets are improving. So buying of new property, buying of land, buying of vehicles, adding new conveniences connected to your career enhancement is surely there. And so you will splurge some money, but you will be very careful where to spend your money and where not to, because Saturn's 3rd aspect is on the money sign for the 12th house of waste and excess. Saturn's 10th aspect is going to be on the Sagittarius sign. So through that, Saturn will be influencing Jupiter's 2 signs. One by virtue of being placed in the Gemini, in the Pisces sign, and aspecting the Sagittarius sign. And Jupiter will be transiting into the Lagna in May this year, in couple of months, which means then Jupiter's results will be enhanced strongly through career. How you work in your career, how you persevere in your career, how hard you work in your career, those results will be enhanced strongly, especially connected to foreign lands, especially because Rahu and Ketu will also be transiting into your 9th house and your 3rd house respectively. So Rahu will be giving you the hunger and greed of foreign lands, moving to foreign universities, and Ketu will be giving you a change in your communication, change in how you look at influencing other people and how you put in the effort. The change is surely there. However, these results will get till June 2026. After June 2026, Jupiter will be transiting into the 2nd house from the Lagna, and 5 months after that, Rahu and Ketu will be transiting from your Aquarius sign into the Capricorn sign and from the Leo sign into the Cancer sign respectively. So Jupiter will be joined by Ketu, and then the dynamics will change. First, from June 2026, Jupiter will start aspecting Saturn with its 9th aspect, and 4 months after that, 5 months after that, Ketu will also join Jupiter and will also aspect Saturn with its 9th aspect. Rahu will be in aspecting 2 signs where Saturn will be aspecting. For example, Rahu with its 5th aspect will aspect the Taurus sign, where Saturn is aspecting with the 3rd aspect, and Rahu with its 9th aspect will be aspecting the 4th sign or the 4th house, where Virgo sign is, and Saturn will also be aspecting with the 7th aspect. So the results here will be Jupiter will expand your earning, livelihood, ability to save, ability to move up the career ladder through an increment in your pay. However, Ketu will absorb 1 or 2 denotations of the 2nd house surely. So Jupiter will give you enhanced increment, livelihood or savings, but Ketu may prevent one of the aspects. For example, either Ketu will absorb your ability to be able to communicate very well, or food aspects. So some of you may slacken in food, or your interest in food may wane. Or you may be too occupied to earn money or enhancement in your career, with Saturn being here working very hard, and food may be something which you may not be focusing so much. But surely there will be an enhancement in your earning capability because Jupiter's 9th aspect is on Saturn. Now, Rahu's aspect and Saturn's aspect on Taurus sign post June 2026 or towards the end of the year. So your ability to earn more money will also be enhanced, but you may also spend more money from end of 2026 onwards. So be careful. Now, Saturn will still be asking to tighten your purse, but Rahu will still be aspecting with his 5th aspect. So what will happen is, some of you may use the ability to of your enhanced earning, enhanced career, higher status, or even growth in your career and spend money, while Saturn will tell you, no, we still need to save money, you still need to be more careful. So Ketu may help Saturn there, where one aspect of your spending may be curbed, while other aspect of your spending may be enhanced. So for example, you say, okay, I'll spend money on asset, I will buy a house, but I'll not spend money on long distance travel or buying any other conveniences, for example. And then Rahu and Saturn's both aspect on the 4th house. So here, Rahu will give you enhanced hunger and greed for assets connected to home, improving home, enhancing home, adding more homes. But Saturn will give you the due diligence and the perseverance, and to look deeply into it before you make a commitment and before you go for an asset. So for Gemini rising sign people, Saturn's aspect into Pisces sign in the 10th house also brings in a plethora of opportunities also, especially connected to money, increment. This is going to be a very good time, and enhancement of career is also going to be there. So use this time to work very hard and look at adding a higher learning, adding some qualification or doing some certification at least in the area of competency, because Rahu is going to be there, so that you make the best advantage, best use of Saturn's transit into the Pisces sign. Now for Cancer sign people, Saturn will be transiting into your Pisces sign. So for Cancer native rising sign people, Saturn will be transiting into your Pisces sign in the 9th house, which means Saturn will be aspecting with his 3rd aspect the Taurus sign in the 11th house of wishes, desires, social connections, social causes, and Saturn with his 7th aspect will be aspecting the Virgo sign in the 3rd house of effort, communication, influencing others, marketing, self-enterprise. short journeys and so on. And Saturn with its 10th aspect will be aspecting the 6th house of career, but in the Sagittarius sign. Now, it is important that Saturn is influencing two signs of Jupiter, one through being placed in the Pisces sign and aspecting the Sagittarius sign with its 10th aspect. But none of the three entities, Jupiter, Rahu or Ketu, have any influence on Saturn either through aspect or through conjunction. So for one full year, Saturn has a free run to do whatever it pleases. So Saturn going into the Sagittarius, into the Pisces sign, while it rules the 7th house and 8th house, which means Saturn will influence your ability to be able to get good gains, because the 9th house is also the house of gains through partnership, through teamwork, through ability to work with others, especially though for those people who are working in a team effort, in a job or in a team or in a partnership or in business. This is a fantastic period because your wishes and desires will come through, where your business or your work is connected to the masses. So those people who work in large brands, large companies, Saturn's third aspect on the money sign of Taurus is going to give you big gains connected to your career, especially if you have worked very hard, and especially if you're working in a team environment where you're working in projects. And this can be enhanced especially for those people whose career is either connected to the 8th house or the 7th house, where marketing, communication, taxes, mining, petroleum, manufacturing, any sort of services that you do in healthcare, in spas, any services that you do will be enhanced. So this is going to be a very good period for 1 year, where all sorts of enhancements are going to be there. Communication is enhanced, effort is enhanced, career is enhanced, wishes and desires are enhanced, high learning is enhanced. So great 1 year for you. However, this is going to be the situation till June 2026. Now, after June 2026, Jupiter will be transiting away from your 12th house into your Lagna, into the Cancer sign in June 2026. And 5 months after that, Jupiter will be joined by Ketu, which will be transiting from your 2nd house into the Lagna, from your Leo sign into the Cancer sign, and Rahu will be transiting from your 8th house into your 7th house. Now, why the dynamics will change? Because earlier there was no influence on Saturn at all, either through aspects of any of the other planets or through conjunctions. However, now after June 2026, when Jupiter moves into the Lagna and then Ketu moves into the Lagna, both Jupiter and Ketu will be aspecting Saturn with their 9th aspect. And Rahu, once it transits into Capricorn, will also aspect two other houses and signs where Saturn is also aspecting. So Rahu with his 5th aspect will also aspect Taurus sign in the 11th house, and Rahu with his 9th aspect will also aspect the 3rd house in the sign of Virgo, where Saturn is aspecting through his 7th house. So what will happen post June 2026, the next year, is Jupiter will expand the Lagna, and the very important thing is Jupiter will get into an exaltation sign while ruling the 6th house of service and the 9th house of long distance travel. Jupiter will be enhancing or be influencing the 6th house of service, but also the 9th house of higher learning, long distance travel, foreign lands. So this is going to be a good period where Jupiter will get into the Lagna, and Saturn was controlling both the Pisces and the Sagittarius sign through its presence in the Pisces sign and aspect of 10th house, 10th aspect on the Sagittarius sign. However, now Jupiter will be aspecting Saturn back through exaltation, which means high learning is enhanced, ability to learn more is enhanced, ability to be more spiritual is enhanced, ability to gain from long distance travel is enhanced, ability to be able to get into institutes of high learning of your choice are enhanced, and to be able to gain through your service, growth, money, expansion, everything is denoted here. Now, because Saturn from the Pisces sign aspects the Taurus sign, so money surely is something which you can look at, especially from service, those people who are working for others. Now, Rahu's aspect is also on the Taurus sign, so anything that you do where you're serving people through a teamwork, working with others will also be enhanced. And in a teamwork environment, Rahu is expand the ability to make more money. So this is going to be surely a fantastic period for Cancer sign people. And Rahu will aspect the 9th, through its 9th aspect, the 3rd house where Saturn's seventh aspect is there. So Rahu is going to expand your ability to communicate, to influence others, to market yourself. So it's going to expand your ability to convince others to market yourself, and through that your ability to earn money will be strongly enhanced. So this is going to be the situation from roughly mid 2026, and then with Rahu and Ketu's transit end of 2026 and through 2027, where Saturn will then transit into Aries and Jupiter will move into the Leo sign. So friends, for Cancer sign people also, this is a fantastic transit. Especially because of Jupiter getting into the Lagna and in exaltation. So make the best use of it, especially if Jupiter is very well placed in your natal chart. Saturn is also well placed. Use this to your advantage, because this is going to be a change bringing surely 2.5 to 3 years for you. Now for Leo sign people, Saturn will be transiting into your 8th house, into the sign of Pisces. So for Leo sign people, Saturn, once it goes into the Sagittarius, into the Pisces sign, will also be controlling two signs of Jupiter. One, through its presence in the Pisces sign, and its aspect also in the Sagittarius sign, which means influencing two signs of, or two houses of Jupiter, but not having any influence back. So Saturn will have a free run till mid-June next year 2026, because neither of the other three strong entities, Jupiter, Rahu or Ketu, either aspecting Saturn or in conjunction with Saturn in transit, which means Saturn has a free run till next year. So yeah, because Saturn rules both the 6th house and the 7th house and going into the 8th house, one thing what it will do is, Saturn is the Karaka of the Dusthanas, the Karaka of the 6th, 8th and the 12th house. So once it goes into the other Dusthana 8th house, while it rules the 6th house, which means it will prevent untoward incidents, untoward challenges, untoward problems, and it will bring stability in sudden issues, sudden problems, sudden challenges which may come up regularly. Even if there is a sudden challenge which comes in, because Saturn is going into the Viparita Raj Yoga position, so Saturn will be controlling the Zodiac's ability to throw up new challenges to you from time to time. The other thing is, Saturn's third aspect is on the sign of Taurus, the money sign, but in the 10th house of career, which means those people who are in service, because Saturn also rules the 6th house of service. So through your high work effort, you will be able to get enhancement in your career. So if you have really worked hard over the last 2.5 years while Saturn was in Aquarius sign, and now Saturn going into the Pisces sign, surely an ability to be able to influence your superiors for any growth or promotion, and at least an enhancement in your increments. Money will surely be coming in. Why money is important? Because Saturn's 7th aspect is on the 2nd house of high earning, livelihood, savings, having a big bank balance. So aspecting one money sign, aspecting other money house, and also aspecting the 5th house of gain. So ability to be able to gain through service and through partnership. Why partnership? Because Saturn also rules your 7th house of partnership, of teamwork. So a very, very good placement of enhanced career, enhanced growth, enhancement in your recognition, your appreciation also from your big bosses is coming through. So make the best use of this time. Why? Because Ketu will also be transiting through your Lagna. Ketu is the status quo change bringer. So it will change the status quo. So if you are stuck up in a stagnant position, Ketu will bring about the changes. And in a teamwork, Rahu, when it goes into Aquarius in May this year, it will be enhancing your ability to gain through teamwork and then make gains in your career. However, this situation will be there only till June 2026. After June 2026, Jupiter will be transiting into your 12th house in the sign of Cancer. So from June 2026 onwards, once Jupiter moves into the sign of Cancer, into the 12th house, so Jupiter will expand your ability to gain or make very good gains from foreign lands. Now, why this is important is because Saturn was influencing Jupiter's both the signs of Pisces through its presence there and Sagittarius with its aspect. However, Jupiter will be aspecting Saturn back from its exaltation sign with its 9th aspect, which means now Jupiter will give you enhanced gains. The 5th house of gains is ruled by Jupiter. So in the 12th house, Jupiter will expand gains from foreign lands, armed services, working with foreign clients, working in clinics, in anything connected to consulting, advising. Jupiter will give you fantastic results. And because Saturn will be aspecting with the third aspect, the 10th house of career, Taurus, while being aspected by Jupiter, so surely in your career you will surely get good results, especially if your career is connected to the 8th house. Taxation, audits, insurance, minerals, IT, drama, acting, singing, all these attributes, manufacturing, services, all will be aspecting, especially services, because Rahu post 2026 or end of 2026 will be transiting into Capricorn, while Ketu will be transiting into your 12th house. So what will happen? Jupiter will expand one attribute of your 12th house. For example, it may give you good results in foreign lands, or in an individual role, or in an isolated role, or working individually in a project. Other aspects of the 12th house, Ketu will absorb either how well you do in foreign lands, or how well you are able to do in armed forces in your work. One of the areas it will absorb, or Ketu may even keep you away from trouble of the 12th house, away from trouble in the foreign lands, depending on how Ketu is placed in your natal chart. Now, because Saturn and Rahu both will be aspecting your second house of income post June, especially end of June to end of 2026, money increment can be a very good opportunity for you. There may be a new opportunity which comes by. So keep your eyes open for a new opportunity which comes next year. Jump at it, of course, with due diligence, so that you're not misled by Rahu, and take the opportunity to make more money. And because Rahu will also be aspecting your 10th house of career and money sign, so an opportunity which will not only give you good gains in foreign land, but also enhancement, role change. Very good results may come for Leo sign people from next year 2026 June onwards through 2027. So for Leo sign people, this is an excellent period, opportunity of making money, going abroad. Jupiter especially getting into the Cancer sign in exaltation is bringing in new results, in gains and in changes and results connected to the 8th house. So make the best use of it, especially if you have really worked hard. This is the next 2.5 years to be an excellent period for all Leo sign people. Now, for Virgo sign people, Saturn will be transiting into the Pisces sign, into your 7th house. This is a very important placement because Saturn was transiting through your 6th house and now moving into the 7th house in the sign of Pisces. So what this will do is, because Saturn rules both your 5th and the 6th houses, and going into the 7th house in transit, Saturn will create opportunities of a change in your career, change in your job. Why change in your career or job or role? Because the 5th house is the 8th house to the 10th house. Saturn rules the 5th house and the 6th house of service. So all those people who are working in a service or working for others, especially connected to healthcare, especially connected to any kind of services where you're serving other clients. Maybe you are a spa person, maybe you're a hairdresser, maybe you are a consultant, or you are a judge, or you are a lawyer or barrister. Any of these roles, anything which you are doing in a service environment, Saturn is going to give you very good results when it moves into Pisces, because Saturn will be aspecting your Lagna. Through your service, through your career change, through your ability to be able to work in a team, Saturn is giving you expansion in your enhancement of stature, enhancement of your standing in society also. So it's a very good placement. Secondly, all of those who are in a romantic relationship where you like somebody, you are interested in somebody, Saturn is creating opportunities for even coming together in a committed relationship. Whether you are in a live-in relationship or you get married is a secondary thing. However, Saturn is giving you an opportunity for settling into a long-term, acknowledged, committed relationship with a partner. This is also important because obviously getting married also enhances your stature, or looks at you, or people start looking at you as a couple rather than alone. But Saturn is also aspecting with its 10th aspect the Sagittarius sign, the 4th house of domestic life, while being present in the other sign of Jupiter, which is Pisces sign. Now note that none of the other three entities, Jupiter, Rahu or Ketu, have any influence on Saturn either through aspect or through conjunction. So Saturn has a free run for the next 1 year at least, till Jupiter moves into Cancer sign mid-June next year. Till then, Saturn has a free run. So Saturn will expand teamwork, home, marital relationship, ability to settle into domestic life in a committed relationship, especially those people who have one broken relationship or one broken marriage. There the second marriage is also being expanding, and your enhanced increment money is expanding through getting into good partnership. The partnership can be through a marriage or a live-in relationship or a committed relationship or a business partnership also. Now that business partnership can be enhanced because seventh house is also the house of business partnership, but in some way connected to foreign lands. Either you have a partnership with the person who's present in foreign land or comes from foreign lands, or you go to foreign land, or you have a contract with somebody in foreign lands, and through that the money is enhanced because Saturn with the third aspect of effort is in the ninth house of gains. So if you have put in the hard work over the last 2.5 years, then money enhancement, better respect, enhancement of stature, settling in the domestic life, making a property, all of that is constituted, all of that is added flavor, especially because Jupiter is in the 10th house of career and expanding the 10th house of career, where Saturn is present in the other signs of Jupiter, which is Pisces sign, and also the 4th house. However, post June 2026, the situation changes drastically. Why? Because now Jupiter will be transiting into the Cancer sign in your 11th house of wishes and desires next year, June 2026, which means now the situation will dramatically change because Jupiter will be aspecting Saturn back. Earlier, till June 2026, Jupiter was not influencing Saturn in any way, but Jupiter, other two signs are being influenced by Saturn. However, June 2026 onwards, Jupiter will be getting into the Cancer sign in the 11th house, and with his 9th aspect, will be aspecting Saturn. And then 4 months after that, roughly end of the year 2026, Rahu will be transiting into Capricorn, and Ketu will be transiting into your 11th house and then get conjunct with Jupiter. So now both Jupiter and Ketu's 9th aspect will be on Saturn, and Rahu will be aspecting the two other houses where Saturn is also aspecting. One, Rahu will also aspect your 9th house through his 5th aspect, and Rahu will also be aspecting the Lagna, the ascendant, through its 9th aspect. So firstly, Rahu and Ketu and Jupiter both being in the 11th house, so wishes and desires may come good. Your ability or to shine in society, in masses, will also maybe enhance, especially through a partnership or in a committed relationship or in a teamwork. But what will happen is Jupiter will expand one denotation of home or marriage and gaining in masses, but Ketu will absorb other denotations where you have not worked hard. So for example, one of your wishes and desires surely will come good, but Ketu present in the 11th house also means there, unless you are giving to masses, unless you have a intention of doing more for others rather than earning money, then Ketu will give you good results. But surely expansion in money because of Rahu's aspect is also going to be there, and expansion of your stature and designation in society is also going to be there through 2026 till almost mid 2027. So for Virgo rising sign people, make use of this opportunity. Look at teamwork, look at partnership, look at how coming together in a union, in a partnership, working with people will be helping you to enhance your career, enhance your earning, getting your wishes and desires fulfilled. So if you really worked for these results will surely be given an opportunity for you. Now for Libra rising sign people, Saturn will be moving into the Pisces sign in your 6th house. So for Libra sign people, Saturn is a very strong yoga karaka because Saturn rules both the 4th house and the 5th house. And Saturn will be transiting into the Pisces sign in the 6th house. Now what Saturn in Pisces sign will be doing is, firstly, Saturn will be alone in the Pisces sign with no conjunction, no aspect on it from the other three entities, Rahu, Ketu or Jupiter, which means Saturn has a field day here. Saturn has complete independence without being influenced by any of these, which means Saturn's influence on the Pisces sign ruled by Jupiter and the aspecting of Sagittarius sign with the 10th aspect, other sign of Jupiter, will influence the ability of Jupiter denotations or areas of life. So firstly, Saturn will give you very good results in service because Saturn does very well in the Dusthanas. It is the Karaka of the Dusthanas. So when Saturn rules the Yoga Karaka, being a Yoga Karaka, the 4th house and the 5th house, and goes into the 6th house, so it will expand your ability to get into a very good service, especially connected to foreign lands because it aspects the 12th house with the 7th aspect. Then Saturn's 3rd aspect is on the Taurus sign, in the money sign. So Saturn will expand your ability to be able to get very good results from service, connected to foreign lands, connected to foreign companies, connected to being in a very good role in service in a foreign company as well, in a multinational corporation as well. And so money may be expanded, especially results of the 8th house will also be expanded. So getting money from sudden resources, from unthought of resources, unplanned resources may suddenly come to you through career change or a new opportunity. So sudden opportunity may come to you where you even didn't think an opportunity may come for work, and you may expand. Money may be expanded, service may be expanded, role may be expanded, especially connected to foreign lands. And because Saturn's 10th aspect is on the 3rd house of effort, so whatever effort you have made and your ability to be able to influence and communicate and market will be very strongly enhanced, so you will get very, very good results for it. And this is also enhanced because Rahu will be in your 5th house of change, specifically connected to career, because the 5th house is the 8th house to the 10th house, and Rahu will be in the Multikona sign of Sagittarius of Saturn, which is the Aquarius sign. So surely those results will be expanded. However, this is the situation till June 2026. After June 2026, Jupiter will be transiting into the 10th house, into the sign of Cancer, where it gets exalted. So then this dynamic completely changes. Why does the dynamic change? Because one, till June 2026, Saturn was not being influenced by Jupiter, Ketu or Rahu at all. However, after June 2026, when Jupiter transits into the Cancer sign, into its exaltation sign, Jupiter will be aspecting Saturn back with his 9th aspect. And so Jupiter will now be influencing the results that Saturn gives while being placed in the Pisces sign and aspecting the other sign of Jupiter, which is the Sagittarius sign. So through your service, expansion in your career, recognition in your career, appreciation in your career, growth in your career, strongly enhanced. So this is going to be a fantastic period for Libra sign people. So effort, ability to influence, everything is impacted, everything is enhanced, especially in service and especially connected to foreign lands. Money is going to come in. So you may not even know or understand where the sudden changes are coming from. Especially if Jupiter is very well placed in your natal chart, then fantastic results will be coming and money will surely be coming in. And the other thing is Rahu's transit into the Capricorn sign, and Rahu will be aspecting the other sign where where Saturn is aspecting the Taurus sign, and also the other sign which is the Virgo sign in the 12th house. So Rahu will also be influencing the two houses, but Saturn's aspect is there, which is the Taurus sign, and the 12th house, which is the Virgo sign. So Rahu will be expanding from the 4th house your ability to go abroad, work from abroad, or enhance your ability to earn such money in your current homeland. If you're working in any MNC, you're working in a foreign company or a foreign brand, to get more assets, to make new avenues in daily conveniences, expand home, expand maybe buying new property, all that is enhanced because Rahu's 5th aspect is on the money sign of Taurus. So enhancement, expansion, especially connected to foreign lands and foreign entities is surely there. However, Jupiter will be expanding one aspect of career surely, but Ketu will also be absorbing some results of the 10th house. So if you've really worked hard, one thing is surely coming by for you, either a growth, either a better role, or going to foreign lands. But one aspect of the career you'll have to work harder. So be prepared for it. Otherwise, only one aspect of career will come good for you when Jupiter is in the Cancer sign. So for Libra sign people, this is going to be an excellent period, especially Saturn being in the Pisces sign and Jupiter going into the Cancer sign also. So over the next 2.5 years, especially because Saturn is a very strong Yoga Karaka, ruler of the 4th and the 5th house, use Saturn's transit into Pisces to your advantage. Now for Scorpio rising sign people, Saturn will be transit into your 5th house, into the Pisces sign. So what Saturn will do when it is transiting into your 5th house in the Pisces sign is, it is going to influence 2 houses of Jupiter and 2 signs of Jupiter, which is being present in the Pisces sign, and so also aspecting the Sagittarius sign of the 2nd house with its 10th aspect. Now the good thing for Scorpio rising sign people is Saturn will enjoy entire 1 year with a free run, because neither is Rahu, Ketu or Jupiter influencing Saturn in any way, either through aspects or through conjunctions, which means Saturn has a free run, a field day. Whatever it wants to do within 1 year, it will be able to do and influence the house it controls and it aspects. So Saturn in the Pisces sign in the 5th house, so change is surely on the cards. And because Saturn rules both the 3rd house of effort, communication, marketing, self-enterprise, doing something of your own, and the 4th house of assets, of conveniences. So Saturn in the 5th house will give you a change opportunity in home and assets, and through how you are able to influence people. So in your marketing career, or if you have any communication related career, you will do very, very well. Saturn will give you an opportunity of making a change in your career, in your job, and self-enterprise, especially if you're working in business. Those people who have invested money in the share market, be careful of where you're investing, because here you need to invest and keep it for the long haul. You can't be putting in money and expecting it to grow suddenly. So this speculative investments, especially related to property, land, buying conveniences, share market, all of them is enhanced, especially because Saturn will aspect us on the 2nd house of Sagittarius sign, where it will expand money increment, and it rules the 3rd house of effort. So if you're putting in higher effort to earn more money, to enhance your earning, then Saturn's ability to bring about a change while it is in the 5th house will surely be there, because Saturn is also aspecting with the 7th aspect the 11th houses of wishes and desires coming true. So at least one wish or desire or more of yours coming good in terms of home, assets, settling into a domestic life, getting into a committed relationship, ability to do well in your own business or through your hard work, and ability to earn more money, get enhancement in your earning. All of this is being expanded through its free run, especially with Rahu being in the 4th house. So the hunger, the greed, the keeping an eye open for opportunities also there, and Ketu being in the 10th house, where Ketu is the status quo changer. So a change in opportunity may also come by from May onwards this year, when Rahu and Ketu transit into your 4th and the 10th house respectively. However, this situation will be there only till June 2026. After June 2026, while Saturn remains in the Pisces sign, however, Jupiter will be transiting into the Cancer sign, its exaltation sign, away from the 8th house into the 9th house. So now the situation changes dramatically. Why? Because earlier Saturn had a free run, influencing Jupiter's signs of Pisces and Sagittarius through its presence and its aspect respectively. However, now Jupiter getting into the Cancer sign, Jupiter will be aspecting Saturn back in the 5th house with its 9th aspect, which means from the 9th house, Jupiter will be aspecting Saturn with its 9th aspect. So the 9th house is also the house of long distance travel, higher learning. So any opportunity that you get of higher learning, getting new experiences, please utilize it to your advantage. Any new certifications you do will be good for you. Any new learning that you do will be good for you. Any new high learning that you do will be good for you. Any new long distance travel that you need to do to be able to meet people, to enhance your ability to learn from their experiences and yours, use it to your advantage, because Jupiter will surely be helping Saturn bring about a change in your career, because the 5th house where Saturn is placed is the 8th house to the 10th house. So that is surely being enhanced. The other thing, very important thing is, Ketu and Rahu will also be transiting into your 9th house and your 3rd house respectively, from your 4th house and your 10th house. So what it will do is, now Ketu will also be aspecting Saturn back. So one attribute of the 9th house surely Ketu will absorb or make you work harder for For example, if you are going for a higher learning, you'll have to put in higher effort to be able to make advantage of, say, for example, if you're going for masters. However, what is also happening is Rahu is starting to influence two houses where Saturn's aspect is there. So for example, Saturn was aspecting a 7th house of teamwork, marketing, getting into a committed relationship, where Rahu is also will be aspecting with his 5th aspect. And Saturn was aspecting your 11th house with his 7th aspect, where Rahu will also aspect with his 9th aspect. So what this will do is Rahu will enhance your hunger and greed in a relationship, in a partnership, in a teamwork. And Saturn 3rd aspect is here. So there will be a mixed results connected to teamwork. Rahu will want you to get better results in your teamwork, and Saturn will ask you to be very committed, respecting rules, regulations and boundaries. So if you are ready, or if you are able to curb the hunger and greed of Rahu and continue to work hard in a teamwork, then all your wishes and desires will come good for you. This is going to be an excellent placement. So for Scorpio sign people, the next 2.5 to 3 years is going to be a very good period, especially connected to the 5th house of romance, relationships, careers, going abroad, getting higher learning, expanding assets, expanding your career, change in career. All those opportunities are here. So work hard and do look at your placements in your birth chart and see what kind of opportunities you're going to it's going to bring, because so that you don't miss out on the important transits of not only Saturn in Pisces, but the 2 transits of Jupiter and Rahu-Ketu respectively. Now for Sagittarius rising sign people, Saturn will be transiting into the Pisces sign in your 4th house. Now why this is very important is because Saturn's transit into the Pisces sign in the 4th house, which is Jupiter's sign, is also giving it complete control over Jupiter's denotation. One, by virtue of being placed in the Pisces sign and aspecting the other sign of Jupiter, which is the Sagittarius sign, with his 10th aspect, the karma aspect, the career aspect, the work aspect. Now the good thing for most of us is that, or all of us, is that Saturn has a free run while it is going to be in the Pisces sign for at least a year. Why? Because neither is Rahu, Ketu or Jupiter able to influence any denotations of Saturn through either aspecting Saturn or being conjunct with Saturn, which means for the next 1 year till June 2026, Saturn has a free run. Now keep in mind, Saturn rules both the 2nd house and the 3rd house for Sagittarius rising sign people, and aspecting the Lagna and the 10th house of career and the 6th house, and in the money sign of Taurus. So money is strongly getting influenced because Saturn's 3rd aspect, the effort aspect, is on the money sign of Taurus, but it also rules the 2nd house of money, livelihood, increment, livelihood in a new role also. So, and aspecting to the 10th aspect, the Lagna. So this is going to be an excellent period because Jupiter will also be aspecting the Lagna, or being influencing the Lagna when Jupiter will be in the Sagittarius sign. So what it will do is, it will help you through teamwork expand your ability to be able to make more money through your career, through teamwork, through ability to be able to influence your superiors, supervisors, and get an enhancement in your career to do very well. So very, very excellent period for you, especially because Rahu is going to be in your 3rd house in transit from May onwards. So your communication will be enhanced, your ability to influence people will be enhanced, your ability to market yourself will be very enhanced. So using your career to gain, enhance your stature, get new changes, money coming in, then through that making assets, especially home, land, other conveniences surely are getting enhanced. And for some people, because Saturn will be in the 4th house and Jupiter will be in the 7th house, so even getting married, especially for women, this is strongly enhanced. Especially for second relationships, this is going to be a very good period. However, this is going to be the period only till June 2026. After June 2026, Jupiter will be transiting into the 8th house in the Cancer sign, in its exaltation sign. Now, this will change situation dramatically. Why will it change things dramatically? Because one, Jupiter's other two signs of Pisces and Sagittarius will completely be influenced by Saturn alone. However, Jupiter now going into the 8th house in its exaltation sign while ruling the Lagna and the 4th house will mean Jupiter aspects Saturn back with his 9th aspect. So here now Jupiter has a slightly upper hand over Saturn. Though Saturn still influences two houses and two signs of Jupiter. But Jupiter aspecting Saturn back, which means the hard work that Saturn was expecting for you will now bear fruit. Because Jupiter is getting into the Cancer sign, its exaltation sign. So sudden challenges, sudden problems, sudden issues, all will be curbed. All will be put at bay. So no new sudden issues, sudden surprises. And if at all there are new sudden events, you will be able to be in control. You will be able to use them to your advantage. So that is surely going to be there. So Saturn will expanding ability to earn more property, make assets, get you conveniences. Rahu transiting into the 2nd house will now also aspecting Taurus sign from next year, end of next year. And Rahu is also aspecting the other house where Saturn is aspecting the 10th house. So Rahu is expanding money, increment, high learning, high livelihood, strongly connected to career and connected to service. So excellent period for Sagittarius sign people. Just keep in mind that Ketu is also going to be protecting you from sudden issues, sudden challenges, sudden problems. However, only if you are also more giving, you're more charitable also, because Ketu also rules the 12th house. So for Sagittarius rising sign people, over the next 2.5 years, an excellent period is coming by for you. Excellent opportunity is coming by for you. So use it to your advantage. Use it to get better roles in your career, in your home, and to build assets and in partnership. Now for Capricorn rising sign people, Saturn will be transiting into your 3rd house, into the Pisces sign. So when Saturn will be transiting into the Pisces sign, Saturn will be controlling two signs and two houses ruled by Jupiter by virtue of one place in the Pisces sign and the second aspecting the Sagittarius sign ruled by Jupiter in the 12th house. So because of controlling these two strong houses of Jupiter, the funny thing is going to be that, or the unique thing, while Saturn will be influencing two houses and two signs of Jupiter, Jupiter, Rahu or Ketu are not able to influence Saturn back in any manner, because neither of the three are either conjunct with Saturn or going to aspect Saturn. So Saturn will be having a free run for the next 1 year till June 2026 at least. So now Saturn is ruling the Lagna and Saturn is ruling the 2nd house. So through your 3rd house of communication, ability to influence others, ability to market yourself very well, Saturn is expanding your ability to be able to make big gains, because it is aspecting with the 7th aspect, the 9th house of gains and the 5th house of gains, and especially the 5th house of gains in the money sign of Taurus. So through your effort, through your ability to convince people, through your ability to market yourself, you will be able to expand your gains, especially connected to money, especially connected to higher gains through your qualification. So those people who are highly qualified, highly competent, you will surely make gains, and you may also get an opportunity for a job change, because the 5th house is the 8th house to the 10th house and connected to foreign lands, because Jupiter will also be aspecting Sagittarius sign with the 7th aspect. So very good period for enhancement in stature, enhancement in learning, enhancement in earning. Why learning? Because Saturn's 7th aspect is on the 9th house of higher learning also. So any high learning or higher qualification that you have will give you ability to be able to do very well in foreign lands, foreign companies, foreign clients also, and connected to service, but money surely coming in. Rahu and Ketu are also expanding. Ketu is helping you prevent untoward incidents. Rahu is expanding your 2nd house for getting higher earning. However, this situation is going to be there only till June 2026. After June 2026, Jupiter will be transiting into your 7th house, into its exaltation sign of Cancer. And now the situation changes dramatically. Why dramatically? Is because Saturn was able to influence Jupiter's both the signs of Pisces and the Sagittarius sign by virtue of placement and aspect alone. But now when Jupiter goes into the exaltation sign, its exaltation sign post June 2026, Jupiter will be able to influence Saturn's results of giving or influencing Pisces and Sagittarius sign, because Jupiter will also be aspecting Saturn back with its ninth aspect. So what Jupiter is going to do with its ninth aspect influencing or aspecting Saturn back is, it will expand Saturn's ability to get very good results in foreign lands, connected to teamwork, committed to projects. So if you're working in a project, working in foreign lands, so that ability to be able to make very good gains is strongly aspected or enhanced. Now, the other important thing is that post end of June, end of 2026, roughly December, Rahu and Ketu will also be transiting into your Lagna and into the 7th house respectively. So now Rahu will be in your Lagna and aspecting with his 5th aspect. The 5th house where Saturn is also aspecting with the 3rd aspect. So ability to be able to enhance your money through higher stature, through higher gain, through higher increment will be surely enhanced. And Rahu will also be aspecting the 9th house where Saturn is also aspecting with his 9th aspect. So through its 9th aspect, higher learning. So any higher learning, especially learning from experiences or ability to use situations to your gains, will be enhanced. And here Rahu will be expanding your ability or Saturn's ability to give you gains, high gains, expanded gains, and surely higher designations, higher stature is surely coming by for you. So for Capricorn sign people, use these transits of first Saturn into the 3rd house, then Jupiter moving into the 7th house, then Rahu moving into the Lagna to your advantage. This is going to be an excellent 2.5 years for you. At least for the next year, June onwards, it's going to be an opportunity of huge changes. This change which may remain for you, with you for long. So use these transits, understand them very well and link them to your birth chart so that you don't miss out on the gains that Saturn and then Rahu, Ketu and Jupiter bring to you. Now for Aquarius sign people, this is going to be a very important transit of Saturn into your 2nd house in the Pisces sign, while Saturn rules your Lagna, rules the Aquarius sign. So for Aquarius rising sign people, Saturn will be transiting into your Pisces sign while it rules the 12th house and the Lagna. Now this is a very important placement because one is that Saturn will be influencing 2 signs and 2 houses of Jupiter, which is the Pisces sign as well as the Sagittarius sign. Pisces sign by virtue of its presence there, and Sagittarius sign by virtue of its 10th aspect on the Sagittarius sign. But the unique thing about this transit of Saturn in Pisces sign is that all the 3 major entities, Rahu, Ketu and Jupiter, are not able to influence Saturn back in any way, either through their aspect on Saturn or through a conjunction with Saturn. So Saturn has a free run through the entire year, at least till next year 2026. So Saturn ruling the 12th house and ruling the Lagna and being placed in the 2nd house of higher earning, livelihood, saving, bank balance. So Saturn through its effort is giving you a chance of getting your wishes and desires fulfilled through a new livelihood, enhanced increment, enhanced saving, because Saturn's 10th aspect is on the Sagittarius sign in the 11th house of wishes and desires and masses and working for large companies, especially if you're working for an MNC, a foreign company, because Saturn also rules your 12th house. So then it is strongly enhanced because Saturn also rules the Lagna and Rahu is going to be placed there from May onwards. So Rahu is expanding your ability to be able to push for gains, push for higher growth, push for maybe enhanced designation also. Saturn is giving you high increment through a higher stature, especially connected to working in large brands, working in foreign companies, working with foreign clients, so anything connected to foreign. And because Jupiter is going to be placed in the 5th house of higher gains, and Jupiter will also be aspecting the 11th house back, so this is going to be surely high gains coming to you till June 2026. This is the situation. However, for some of you, a change in your status quo in the relationship may come. New enhancement in the relationship status. So if you're engaged, if you're in a committed relationship, you may get married, because Ketu is a status quo changer. If you are in a long-term regular committed relationship, then you may have second thoughts whether you want to get into the relationship or not. So whatever you do now will be a change for the permanent. So be very sure whether you are either getting married to somebody or breaking out of a relationship. You give due diligence before you take that decision. Now this is the situation which is going to remain till June 2026, where Saturn is going to protect you from untoward incidents. Saturn will give you ability to get your wishes and desires fulfilled. Saturn will give you an ability to make assets, money, get you conveniences and so forth, and enhance your stature and your designation. And Jupiter is going to give you an ability to make changes. However, post June 2026, the situation will change dramatically. Jupiter will get into the Cancer sign, into the 6th house from June 2026, and the situation changes dramatically because of two reasons. One, Saturn was having a free run so far, being placed in one sign of Jupiter and aspecting the other sign of Jupiter. However, once Jupiter transits into the Cancer sign in the 6th house, the sign of an exaltation, Jupiter will also be aspecting Saturn back with the 9th aspect and from his exaltation sign, which means now Jupiter will give you enhanced results of the 11th house of social causes, working in large corporations, wishes and desires coming through money, through increments, through stature. And so, because Jupiter also rules the 2nd house of income and going to aspect Saturn there, so surely very good opportunity over the next 2.5 years for enhanced earning, increments, gains, better livelihood. Everything is coming by for Aquarius sign people. And post December 2026, when Rahu and Ketu also transit into your 12th house and the 6th house respectively. So what Ketu will do is Ketu will bring you an opportunity for a change in the status quo in service. So if you're growing within the company, if you're earning within the company, if you're getting growth within the company, Ketu may bring in a new opportunity for a change and moving into a new role, moving into a new organization, moving into a new industry as well. So surely keep an eye out for that opportunity, because that may be a very strong life-changing opportunity for you also. The other thing which Rahu is going to do when it transits into Capricorn is also going to aspect the other two houses where Saturn aspects. For example, Saturn aspects the 4th house with this 3rd aspect in the Taurus sign. Rahu will be aspecting to his 5th aspect, the 4th house in the Taurus sign. So from you're working in a foreign company or in foreign lands, or with foreign clients, and expanding your ability to make more assets, to grow better home. So some of you may expand home, get new conveniences, buy a new home, get new assets, maybe buy a new car. So all those are getting expanded and through higher money. However, be careful, because Rahu in the 12th house means spending a lot of money, splurging money on assets. So be a little careful. However, Saturn will protect you from untoward incident, untoward expenses also. So Saturn will be keeping. So money will still be in the bank even if you splurge a little bit. So be in control of the situation. Rahu will also be aspecting with his 9th aspect the 8th house. So here what Rahu will do is all those careers connected to the 8th house denotations, Rahu will expand. Medical emergencies may also come in for some of you. So if you are working in hospitals or working in clinics in foreign lands or even in your homeland, there you may be getting very good gains. So Saturn will be expanding that. So anything connected to medical profession, pharmaceuticals, or the 8th house professions or surgeries or other people's wealth or taxation or insurance or drama or IT or manufacturing, all of this is enhanced. So for Aquarius sign people, Saturn's transit into the 2nd house when it rules the Lagna, rules the 12th house, is a very good opportunity, especially because in a year Jupiter will also be transiting into the Cancer sign and expand your ability to make gains, assets, relations, and higher learning and high growth. So make use of this opportunity, but also keep an eye on the sudden changes which may bring about, so that you are making use of those opportunities rather than falling by the wayside. Now for Pisces rising sign people, this is going to be a very important transit, because Saturn will be transiting into the Lagna, into the Pisces sign. So when Saturn transits into the Lagna while ruling the 11th house and the 12th house, very, very important placement for you. One, the 11th house is the house of wishes and desires. The 12th house is the house of foreign lands, but also waste and excess and working and isolation. And Saturn is getting into the Lagna in the Pisces sign. Now what Saturn will do is Saturn will curb your over-enthusiasm, curb your over-optimism. So Saturn will make you more practical, more realistic when it transits into the Pisces sign. So you assuming that just because I'm putting in a harder effort, I'll make gains in my career, because Saturn will also be aspecting your 10th house of career. and while ruling the 11th house of wishes and desires. So just because I work hard or I wish for a growth will come to me may not happen unless you've worked hard over the last 2.5 years. Then surely an opportunity for gain is going to come to you, because Saturn is placed in the Pisces sign and aspecting the other sign ruled by Jupiter, which is Sagittarius sign, and Jupiter's aspect will also be on the Sagittarius sign from the Gemini sign, where Jupiter will be transiting in May this year in a couple of months. So that opportunity will surely be there. However, Saturn from the Lagna will be aspecting through his third aspect the Taurus sign in the third house of effort, which means any effort that you put in through teamwork, which the seventh house denotes, may give you a higher opportunity of surely bringing gains in your career, enhancing your career, enhancing growth. However, this may also bring in new responsibilities, new growth opportunities, but more responsibility also, and especially connected to foreign lands, because Rahu will be placed in your 12th house. So this is surely a time period for really good gains through your effort, through your self-enterprise, through marketing, through teamwork. So in your teamwork, in self-enterprise, or in your own business, or in a partnership, and expanding your career, expanding gain, getting growth, and through that your stature is getting enhanced. You are getting high elevation in society, being relooked at by people. So more respect is coming in, more money is coming in, and one strong wish and desires is coming good. However, this is going to be a situation only till June 2026. After June 2026, Jupiter from the Gemini sign will be transiting into the Cancer sign in the 4th house, the sign of its exaltation. This changes things dramatically. Why dramatically? Because Saturn was having a free run so far, being placed in one sign of Jupiter and aspecting the other sign of Jupiter with its 10th aspect. However, now Jupiter going into the Cancer sign in the 5th house, the sign of its exaltation. Here, Jupiter will be aspecting Saturn back with its 9th aspect, along with Ketu, which will also be joining Jupiter by the end of 2026. So, in 2026, when Jupiter transits first in the 5th house, so Jupiter in the 5th house, which is the 8th to the 10th house, which Jupiter also rules through Sagittarius sign. So Jupiter is bringing about a change because it is going 8th to its 10th house, which it rules, into the 5th house. So it will bring about a change in career into its exaltation sign. So Jupiter will also be aspecting Rahu with the 7th aspect in the Capricorn sign, where Rahu moves in a few months after Jupiter. So one wish and desire coming good through your hard work, because Saturn is also aspecting with the 10th aspect Sagittarius sign. So one wish and desire coming for enhancement in career, in job, in opportunity, surely coming good for you. And Rahu moving into the 11th house, which means the social circle is expanding, meeting new people, making new gains, making new network, and through that making gains. However, be careful of who you befriend, because one connection may also be something which may spoil your current relationship if you're not careful. If you're already in a committed relationship, Rahu may give you another relationship on the side, so be careful there. If you're not in any relationship, or if you are breaking one relationship, getting into another one, then this person will be very, very different from your earlier one, especially for Pisces sign natives, because Saturn is also aspecting the 7th house with his 7th aspect. Rahu will also be aspecting. The other house which Rahu is also influencing, apart from Saturn's aspect, the 3rd aspect, is Rahu's 5th aspect is on the money sign of Taurus in the 3rd house. So Rahu will expand your ability to communicate, expand your ability to influence, and then gain more money through effort, through hard work, because Saturn's 3rd aspect, the effort aspect, is on the 3rd house in the money sign of Taurus. So surely Rahu will give you enhanced hunger and greed to earn more money through self-enterprise, and one wish and desire through your career to enhance money will surely be coming in, and through a change which is coming in, and through teamwork or even in a partnership. So for Pisces sign people, this is going to be a very important transit, because Saturn will be transiting over your Lagna itself. So number of your life's factors, number of your life's areas, number of your life's denotations are going to be influenced. Where first Jupiter's transit from the 4th house into the 5th house is going to bring about a change, and then Rahu's and Ketu's transit also there. So make the best use of this transit, but take it slow. Work hard, persevere, and be patient, because this could be a life-changing transit for you. So friends, now that we have seen how Saturn's transit into the sign of Pisces is going to bring new opportunities, new gains for you, new dynamics to you. Do look at how Saturn is placed in your natal chart, where Rahu and Ketu are placed, because their transits are also going to bring in and play their own dynamics, and make use of these dynamics, whichever rising sign you are, understanding this better to be able to make the best use of Saturn's transit into Pisces. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me, the link is below. Till some other time with some other video, this is your friend astrologer and guide Irfan signing off.